With a new Labour government in charge, hopes are high for the UK economy, but the outlook might not be so sunny for our savings. I'll go into why this is and what you can do about it later in the video, along with some summer holiday savings tips and exciting announcements from your favourite banking apps. But first, let's take a look at 2 new switching deals and how you could become one of 20 students to win £27,750 before the end of the year. July's loss of switching deals from TSB and Santander is August's gain, as we have 2 new offers from Barclays and the Co-op. The biggest of the 2 is £175 from Barclays, and we've got a whole video on this offer right here. To get the cash, you'll need to open either a Barclays bank account or Premier current account via the Barclays app, complete a full switch with the current account switch service, including at least 2 direct debits, and pay in £800 by the 30th of August. If you opt to open a Barclays bank account, you will also have to sign up for Blue Rewards for £5 a month as part of the switch process. And you will have to continue paying in at least £800 a month to keep Blue Rewards. If you don't know, Barclays Blue Rewards gives you access to perks like higher savings rates, cashback, and an Apple TV Plus subscription. Neither account charges an account fee, but the Premier account requires you to have and pay in an annual income of at least £75,000 or have a balance of at least £100,000 in savings with Barclays or a mix of both. So this account is not going to be for everyone. Basically, you're either super rich and eligible for the fee-free Premier account, or you have to pay £5 a month for Barclays Blue Rewards to meet the eligibility criteria for the Barclays bank account switch. Co-op is offering £160 in 2 parts. For the first bit, you need to switch to or have an existing Everyday Extra packaged account, deposit £1,000, set up 2 direct debits or standing orders, make 5 debit card transactions, and register for online or mobile banking within 30 days of making the switch. The remaining £60 comes as 6 £10 instalments over 6 months. And you'll get this when you meet all the criteria for your £100 bonus and then continue to have your 2 active direct debits or standing orders and make your 5 debit card transactions per qualifying month. And you need to do all of those things before the 20th day of each calendar month to be eligible for that £10 a month. Do bear in mind that the Everyday Extra account costs £15 a month, so over a year you'll actually pay more in account fees than you would earn from the switching deal. Santander has raised the banking incentive game with the chance to win 3 years worth of tuition fees. But there's more. So 20 students will each win £27,750, so that's 3 years worth of tuition fees. And 30 additional lucky students will each win £9,250, so 1 year's worth of tuition fees. Genuinely game-changing, since most students are leaving uni with like 45k's worth of student debt. To be in with a chance of winning, you need to open a Santander Edge student current account and pay in £500 before the 30th of September 2024. You will also need to keep your account open until the winner is drawn and the prize is paid. So in its FAQs, Santander says that the winners will be randomly selected by the 14th of October and notified by email before the 21st of October, with the money then paid into your account by the 10th of November 2024. So you'll need to have this account until the 10th of November if you want to be in with a chance of winning. Now, usually tuition fee loans are paid straight to your uni, so you never see them. But with this prize, the money is paid into your personal Santander student account, and there is actually no obligation to use the cash to pay for your tuition fees. However, if you do win, it could be a good opportunity to start setting some solid financial habits and put at least some of the money towards your studies, rent, or bills. Unless you've been living under a rock, you'll have noticed we have a new Labour government in the UK. With a new government in charge, experts predict that inflation could drop to around 1.5% by the end of this year, prompting a potentially stronger reduction in the Bank of England base rate than previously anticipated. So potentially seeing it drop down from 5.25%, which is where it's at now, down to 3% next year, rather than the 4% that was originally predicted. This could be good news for the cost of living, but not so great news for savings rates, which are likely to drop when the Bank of England base rate drops. Labour have also said that they won't be thawing any tax thresholds that the Conservatives have frozen until 2028. So this means as we see wages grow, millions of UK citizens could start paying tax or find themselves unexpectedly tipping into a higher tax bracket. So now could potentially be a good time to focus on your savings and secure a savings account with the best interest rate while you can. A couple we found that have really good rates at the moment are the Santander Edge Saver, which is currently offering 7% on balances up to £4,000 for your first 12 months. First Direct account holders could open a regular saver and take advantage of a fixed rate of 7% on balances up to £3,600 for 12 months. Click the link here to check out our roundup of some of the top savings accounts currently available. To avoid paying any extra tax on your savings, consider chucking them in an ISA, which gives you up to £20,000 a year tax-free. Plum is currently offering 5.17% on its cash ISA, or Chip is currently offering 5.1% interest on its cash ISA. So those are two you might want to check out. We were just about to publish this video when two big updates came through that we want you to know about. So the first is that after 3 long years, Revolut has finally received its banking license. So what does this mean for Revolut customers, current and future? Well, nothing at the moment. Revolut can't go from being an e-money provider to a bank overnight, so it'll have to go through a mobilization period where it'll set up its banking processes before it can operate officially as a bank. Once it is a bank, Revolut will be able to provide its own loans, its own mortgages, and hold deposits. And your funds, up to £85,000, will be protected under the Financial Services Compensation Scheme if the bank goes bust. Until then, however, Revolut will continue to be an e-money provider regulated by the financial watchdog, the FCA. Monzo also snuck in with a last-minute launch of Monzo Pensions, which is designed to help you find and combine all of your old and existing pensions. To help them fine-tune this feature, Monzo is gradually rolling it out to customers over the next few months. When I looked in my app, I was able to register for updates, and then Monzo said they will let me know when I'm able to open my Monzo pension. The pension charges are quite steep, so it's always worth shopping around to compare any fees or any features you might lose before moving your pension. Monzo is entering the kids banking arena with an account for 6 to 15-year-olds, set to launch mid to late 2024. So far, we know that the features will include parental controls, being able to track your kids' spending and set spending limits, and separate pots to help them organise their money. The Monzo Under 16s account is free to use for every child, and there are no top-up fees, and you will need an adult Monzo account to be able to open an Under 16s account for your kids. Monzo are just teasing the account at the moment. We expect them to fully launch it around mid to late 2024, but for now, if you want to be one of the first to try it, you can join the waitlist via the app. Monzo will then be in touch when their kids' account is ready to go. Summer has technically begun, but if your budget is looking as overcast as the weather at the moment, there are tons of popular spots across the UK where kids can eat for free or cheap over the holidays. At Asda and Sainsbury's cafes, kids can eat for just £1. There's no minimum spend at Asda to qualify, and at Sainsbury's, you'll just need to buy an adult main meal worth £5.20 or more. And we do recommend checking the opening hours and T's and C's of your local branch in advance. Other supermarkets are getting involved, like Tesco and Morrison's. They also have their own kids eat for free schemes. You could try and coax the kids out for an IKEA trip with 95p kids main meals, Saturday to Thursday, or treat them to a free kids meal at Bill's or Pizza Express when you purchase a main adult meal. Tons of other spots have similar offers this summer, so do give it a Google to find the nearest one to you. And there's something there for everyone, because adults can enjoy a little summer fun too, with 25% off 6 bottles of wine at Sainsbury's and Morrison's, or 3 canned cocktails for £5 at Brewdog, available until the 15th of August. If you found this video helpful, like and subscribe to the channel, or have a click around here for more videos and product reviews. And we'll see you next time.